How's it going out there? I just wanted to talk about the gift of generosity. Um, there's a we're coming into holiday season, and there's this book that I like to read every year. It's just a little thin little paperback, and it's called The Genius of Generosity. And it just talks about how giving can be more rewarding for the giver, not the recipient of the gift. Um, but before we go on, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. I have a podcast coming next year. I don't even have a name for it yet, but hopefully I can get a name. But it deals with entrepreneurship and just business and ideas and encouragement and whatever. I don't know. We're gonna have fun with it though. So please share, tell a friend. But this is the time of year where it's very reflective. This is the fall season. We're going into the holidays, and this is a time where people can feel high levels of depression and things like that. So I wanted to make a video just kind of telling people to a way that they can shake loose those cobwebs and get out of that funk if you're in it or if you're headed towards it. This could be a very sad time for some people. Maybe you've had a breakup, a death in the family, or a long marriage came to an end, or it's just you lost a best friend, a parent, a spouse. The holidays is a very tricky time. It's a weird time. I know I've lost people around holiday season, and man, I've lost my one of my, don't want to get too personal here, but one of my marriages had ended around the holiday season, and I remember being by myself and alone, and it sucked. There's no way around it. So holiday season can be very traumatic in a way for a lot of people. So just trying to get out in front of that and make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, and getting around friends and all that good stuff. But reach out to somebody. But one of the things I wanted to talk about you can do is giving. And we always talk about giving in a monetary sense, like for money and this and that. And that's great if you have it. But this economy could be a little tricky right now with giving extra resources, inflation, and stuff like that. But there's so many ways to give back that you don't have to come out of your pocket for, so to speak. Whether it be volunteering or, or honestly, maybe it's you just haven't, maybe you're depleted because you've been giving to so much. You need to take some time for yourself. Go treat yourself to something, I don't know, whatever it is that you like to do. Maybe go for a walk or a run or go work out, and something to get out of yourself. Or maybe you want to go be a blessing to someone else, and maybe someone who's in need or struggling and they could use a couple extra bucks or a gift card or whatever. I don't know. I'll leave that to you to get creative. But there was a story that one of my good friends, he who might be watching, who went on a trip to Africa, and I've heard countless people tell me this, but when you go to certain parts of Africa, they'll tell you, especially in the tribal areas, not to give them like candies and things of that nature, because one, they've never had it before, and two, it can this has been so long, so forgive me, but it could alter their taste buds or unlock their taste buds or something like that, and they could never have that candy again, just because the chances of them having it is less likely, I guess. So, but when they went there, they were like, these people have, in our eyes, coming from the Western side, have nothing. They have some don't have shoes on their feet, or their sandals are really worn, but they have beautiful garments, with lots of colors, and they're not eating like a steak dinner or, whatever your favorite food is. They're not eating that, and when they do eat something, they eat all of it. Nothing goes to waste because everything is so precious. But and they're living in mud huts, right? This isn't all of Africa, but this is just a more indigenous part, you know, that I guess you would go to. But so the people literally have nothing in our eyes, where we come from: air conditioned, heating, you know, open a refrigerator to whatever you want, Costco, you know, Albertson, Safeway, all that stuff, and we have it in abundance, and yet we're miserable. But you would kill to have the joy that they have and the joy that they experience. You would give any money for it. And it just got me thinking. Again, the name of the author of the book is Chip Ingram. I don't even know if he still pastors, but it's an old book. But it's called The Genius of Generosity, if you're interested. But I don't get any kickbacks or anything like that. It's just a book that I thought was really good, and it kind of opened my eyes. But the quickest way to get off of yourself is to start doing something for someone else. And when you start to do something for someone else, you become very small in that equation. And to see that joy on someone else's face, or someone that could use the extra grocery money, gas money, whatever, that could be a very good way to be like effective. Or maybe you want to sow a seed in someone's business that you know who's starting up, you know, and they are struggling or whatnot, and you need to reach out and say, hey, I know, I see what you're doing, I love what you're doing, and I believe in you, and here's $500. I don't know, I'm being whatever. But my point is, just encourage you to take the season and reflect and see where you can be a blessing to someone else. Again, it doesn't always have to be a monetary sense, but maybe it could just be a phone call. You could bake something, or you could just, whatever it is. My friend that I know, he has a saying that called hunger isn't seasonal, because people generally will start to give money to homeless shelters and food shelters around the holiday season, but come January, like, they kind of fall off the map, you know. Well, see you next year, hope you make it. So just stay focused on outward focus. Try not to be inward focused. If you see yourself getting into that slump, do something quick to like change it up. Go be with friends, family, and just be a giver. That's something that I've constantly tried to work on in my life, just not coming from a lot, and then giving, trying to keep that channel open. And I will say this, and I don't, this is just my opinion on it. I'm not saying give when you don't have it. I'm saying give when you have it. You want to give from abundance. I'm a big believer in taking care of the family first and making sure you got the lights on and the food, all that good stuff. And then when you have extra to give, then do so. Or maybe you make a little extra food. You can invite someone over who's less fortunate than yourself. But give in reason, right? Don't overboard. Don't go overboard with it and put yourself in a bad situation, because that's gonna double your anxiety. So anyway, I won't keep you long. Hope this video was helpful and encouraging, but please like and subscribe and share. I'll see you next time. Bye.